One of the most fascinating things about boundaries is that they're not just protective, right? They're diagnostic. I mean, the moment someone stops over-functioning in a system, something really interesting begins to happen, right? The structure of that system, it starts to become visible, right? Maybe you stop answering messages at all hours. Maybe you stop fixing problems that are not yours. Hell, maybe you stop carrying the emotional labor in the relationship, and suddenly people react. Of course they're going to, right? Sometimes with confusion, sometimes with frustration, right? Sometimes with anger. And that reaction can feel like proof that you freaking did something wrong, right? But often what it's actually showing you is how the system was working before, right? Because if a relationship or a workplace relied on you doing extra labor, your boundary doesn't create the imbalance. It reveals it, right? Systems tend to stabilize around the person who is the most responsible, the one who notices like everything, the one who keeps things running. But when that person stops carrying the extra weight, the system suddenly has to reorganize. And that's when the truth becomes visible. Like who steps up, who adapts, and who is quietly relying on you to hold the whole thing together, right? This is why boundaries can feel so freaking disruptive. They don't just change your behavior, they change the architecture of the system. And that can be really freaking uncomfortable for people who benefited from the old structure. But that discomfort doesn't automatically mean that the boundary is wrong. Sometimes it just means the system is being asked to rebalance itself. And that's exactly what healthy boundaries are supposed to do. So here's a tiny practice for you, right? If someone reacts strongly to a new boundary, just ask yourself, did this boundary create a problem, or did it happen to just reveal one that was already there? You guys have a great day.